YouTube, hey there, it's Casey Dimon here, TaxSaleAcademy.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. So as you can see, I'm a little bit more casual than I usually am. I'm not wearing the typical polo that I shoot most of my videos in, as most of you are used to seeing me. And the reason is I'm spending hours researching tax sale properties today, and I wanted to be as comfortable as possible. But just a few seconds ago, I started researching one specific property. And there's something that popped up on this property that we're about to go into detail on. But it's a situation that I've seen a lot of brand new tax sale investors find themselves in. And it's a very crippling situation financially for them. So as I've discussed in previous videos, when it comes to outstanding liens and mortgages, those will be extinguished in most states and in most circumstances through the tax foreclosure process. The exception to the rule is always going to be governmental liens. So you have the tax collector over here foreclosing on that property for failure to pay the property taxes. He's not going to just go in and start wiping out other branches of governments, other county departments' liens. That doesn't make any logical sense. So those government liens will always stay, and they will be the tax sale investor's responsibility. Now let me show you how this situation can really snowball into something very, very big. So we have this property right here. Let's see, 3901 Southwest 30th Street. Assessed value, $22,000. Opening bid, $6,800 and change. Now let's click on this. It'll pull up the property assessor's website. We can scroll down a little bit here, and we can see it's a single-wide mobile home. And just for the sake of this video, as if we were researching the property, let's go ahead and go to map it. We'll go to GIS from here. And real quick here, we'll just try to establish some sort of a baseline value on this property. We'll go 2020 improved sales and 2019 improved sales, and we will update. So we have, let's see, $40,000 over here, $60,000 sale here, $50,000 here, $75,000 here. We don't know exactly what this property is worth yet, but we know it's going to be worth quite a bit more than the $6,800 bid. So it's definitely something we want to investigate further. Now, this is where it can become an issue. We have this gentleman's name right here, and it's owned by an estate. Let's go ahead and we will copy that. So what you see right here on this tax bill is usually going to be what you also see on the deed in most areas. Now we will click on this one right here, the warranty deed where he purchased it. So as you can see, you have the warranty deed, and basically when he bought it back in 2000. So we'll get a new search, and we will search the public records for this gentleman's name. We'll click on search, and we pull up a few things. We're going to put these in chronological order. So we have four things here. The top one we can click on, we'll click get image. And what you'll see is this is just the application for the tax deed. It takes it from a tax lien to a tax deed. This is how the state of Florida works. That's pretty standard, and you're going to have that document recorded for all tax deed properties in Florida. So let's go back. Now we have three things to worry about. We have this one from 2017. Let's click on this. We'll click on Get Image. And then what you will see that pops up is an order imposing an administrative fine or lien. We scroll down some, and we can kind of gather that there is an issue with that property. My guess is it's a weed or lawn violation, something along those lines. It's probably just overgrowth, that kind of thing, right? I'm not going to go through this whole order just for the sake of time for this video. But towards the bottom, it says that the respondent, the owner of this property, who is an estate, so the gentleman's deceased, but the estate now owes the city $142.64 for admin costs, and then $25 per day, and that's going to date back to February 27th, 2017. So you have $142 in an admin fee, but you have that $25 per day fine dating back to this date. And if I did my math correctly, that's 1,326 days. That's a $33,150 fine. But that's not all. Remember, we got another one we can look at here. Let's go back. Let's click on the second one. Click Get Image here, and let's see what pops up on this one. It looks like there's also another issue, or maybe the same issue that never got corrected, and the city is still going after this gentleman. Now we simply have an admin fee or a fine for $1,623.80. Now let's go back and let's look at the other order that was entered against this property. We'll click Get Image, and we'll pull this one up as well. and this is a final admin order. So it looks like there was some weeds and maybe some other stuff going on with this property, junk, debris, that kind of thing, and you're supposed to correct it. But this gentleman, of course, did not correct it because he's deceased and the estate did not take care of it. But at the bottom of this, it says there should be a fine of $150 per day that will run in addition to any fines or fees related to the other stuff. So $150 since April 19th of 2019, that's 545 days. That's an $81,750 fine. So you have $142.64 for the first admin fee. You have $33,150 for the first set of daily fines. You have a $1,623.80 fine. Then you have this right here, which is the $81,750 fine when you add all those days up. The total amount owed on this governmental lien for the property that we established was worth probably anywhere from $40,000 to $75,000 roughly. Very, very rough ballpark numbers here, right? But it's certainly worth more than the $6,800. But the amount that you're going to owe on this property after you pay for the property and you pay this year's taxes is going to be $116,666.44. So you're going to be in this property for well over $120,000, even if you were to buy the property at the opening bid. So the purpose of this video is to remind you that you need to know what you are doing. Tax sale investing is not a business where you figure it out as you go, because you will find yourself in a situation where you owe $120,000 plus for a property that's only worth $45,000. Now, sometimes you can negotiate a lot of these fines out. There's all sorts of things you can do to work out arrangements with the county. But if they say no, you still owe that money. And that can be a very, very crippling circumstance, especially if you're operating off of a limited budget. That's a type of situation, a type of mistake that you don't make more than once in a lot of situations. It will put you out of business unless you have very, very deep pockets. So as I was doing my research, I came across this and I'm like, that is going to help somebody out, hopefully. And maybe it's you watching this video right now. So as you're doing your research, make sure you take the time to learn how to do the research properly. What I did right there is a very quick example of going through the official records to see if there's any county or city liens against that property. And this is not a video to show you how to do that. I just kind of wanted to use this example to show you what could happen if you're careless, reckless, or you just don't know what to do. So please, take the time to learn. I truly hope this video has helped you out. For more information on tax sale investing, head on over to taxsaleacademy.com. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.